Here we go. Whoa. Welcome to News with Block. I'm Blockhead from BlockParty Trading. Let's get into today's crypto headlines. So what's on the agenda today? Well, we're going to be looking at Grayscale and how it's going to be taking Bitcoin into the dark ages. Apple, is this going to be the lease of life that we need? Of course, something about MATIC, it's everywhere. And Axie Infinity, are we looking at the new Pokemon? So let's talk about Grayscale, GBTC. Everyone got super excited about that, taking on Bitcoin originally, then moving into Ethereum and of course Cardano. But what is going on with GBTC Unlock? Grayscale are, without question, the biggest holders of Bitcoin, holding $22 billion worth of Bitcoin. How much does that equate to? Well, that's like 6,550 Bitcoins. But what does 6,550 Bitcoins equate to? Well, to give you an idea, that's 46% of all Bitcoin held by publicly traded companies. Now, on the 18th of July, we are set to see the unlocking of GBTC. But what is GBTC? Just take a little look in the bar below and it'll tell you everything there. Now, on the 18th of July, we're going to see an unlocking of $550 million worth of the big GBTC shares, basically. This equates to 16,240 Bitcoins. We're talking about big numbers here of just how much Bitcoin Grayscale holds, but what's the actual real world effects? Well, popping on my tinfoil hat, realistically the shareholders bought this 6 months ago because, reason being, it's the only way that investors can actually trade Bitcoin outside of ETFs. What's going to happen on the 18th? Are they going to sell or are they going to hold? Realistically, there is going to be no bullish scenario coming out of this. If they sell, due to all of the FUD from China and all these regulatory issues, then we will probably see a dip. It is $550 million worth of Bitcoin after all. But then, the likely chances are, yes, we'll see a bit of a dip, but they won't all sell it. So what should we take from this? Well, personally, I wouldn't be entering any super duper large position long trades on the 18th of July. Now it's time to get excited, and this is super duper tinfoil hat and speculatory, but it is also something that we could be taking very, very seriously right now. The $2.5 billion buy-in of Bitcoin from Apple. Now, as mentioned, this is very speculative. This is based on nothing but rumors across Twitter from some semi-reliable sources. However, these are born from somewhere, and all we have to do is take a look at just a short history of what's been going on. So, we take a look at Steve Wozniak, or Wozzy, as I like to call him. He's been everywhere recently talking about just how much of a miracle Bitcoin is, and how it's like the new gold. We saw back in May, there was a job advertisement for somebody researching who has 5 years worth of experience within cryptocurrency. So we're starting to get to that timeline now where this could be a very, very plausible rumor. Now, how does this affect us in the real world scenario? Well, to put it into context of the 1.5 billion user base of Apple, if we just assume that only 200 million of these users get involved in this wallet, that is 6.66 times bigger than Square. It'll put a 15% surplus on their revenue, which is about $40 billion. Apple, why wouldn't you? And the final kind of nail to this coffin, this Elon-shaped coffin, is this is actually a safer bet than the Apple car. So next on the hit list today, then there is something about MATIC. What is going on with Polygon? Now let's take a quick snapshot at Polygon, or MATIC for most of you. It's gone from 1 billion to an 8.2 billion market cap, and this is predicated on some fantastic fundamentals. In the last week alone, we've seen 3 big news drops, all involving MATIC. First up, we've got my favorite, which is DinoSwap. Something which is resonant to PancakeSwap, a yield farming DeFi platform, and this is going to be launching this week. And as we know, we hear about all of these yield farming exchanges popping up all the time. This time though, we've got some real big dealers involved. We've got Defiance, Hashed, Spartan Group, and also DFG as investors in this product. So get your knife and fork ready because this one is going to be a meal. OpenOcean expands its platform by incorporating Polygon network aggregation. So what does this mean? Well, with the inclusion of Polygon coming into effect, traders can now channel their transactions by sourcing liquidity through Polygon's exchanges and trading assets through its platform and best prices at the lowest slippage. As traders, we always love a little bit of low slippage. So what's the real world applications here for you traders out there? Well, OpenOcean has elaborate plans to encourage transactions on the Polygon network by making 100,000 native OpenOcean tokens available to use the Polygon network over the next 2 weeks. So keep an eye on it over the next 2 weeks. Let's pop a pin in that one and move on to the third and final big news of this week from MATIC. So the third one, and it's a biggie, Hot Protocol launches a USDC bridge between Ethereum, DAI and Polygon. But what does this mean, blockheads? Well, it's great because with all the talk about USDC at the moment, it's meaning that we can transfer USDC at a 0.04% fee between each of these networks. Could that be desirable? I think so. So, you know, the real world applications here, which is really nice to get away from the whole kind of meme stock coins and all that business, is, you know, we're seeing an ability to transfer large amounts of money for very, very cheaply and quickly and safely as well. So, taking this forward, keep your eye on MATIC over the coming weeks. As soon as Bitcoin sorts its shit out, I think this could be one of those moonshots. Ooh, here at BlockParty Trading, we do deliver the goods. And this next one is one of those sleeping giants. This big old bastard that we're talking about is VeChain partnering with shopping.io to allow vet holders to be able to shop on, you ready for it? eBay, Walmart, Etsy, Amazon! So as of the 9th of July, all vet holders will get 2% off all their purchases for the coming 2 weeks. So what does this mean? Well, bullish AF. I mean, look at it, guys, like what this is partnering with, what is going to make this so mainstream available is insane. The only thing stopping this from going to the moon right now is just the stupidity that Bitcoin is showing right now. And last but not least, we see one of the biggest rises in the crypto market at the moment, Axie Infinity, that's risen 162% in just the past week alone. What's given rise to such outrageous meteoric gains? Well, that comes down to the whole essence, I guess, of the new Pokemon. But how can we look to use crypto to emulate the phenomenon that is Pokemon? Well, they very cleverly introduced NFTs into the character cards. But how does this all bind into Axie Infinity making so much dollar over the past week and more? Well, to put it into perspective, currently there's about $27 million being traded on this game. There was plots of land on it being sold for $1.5 million worth of Axie tokens. So what does that mean? Well, outside of ushering a new era to online gaming and giving, I guess, rewards for playing games, whereas a lot of the time you spend a hell of a lot of time behind the computer screen just playing for the sheer fun of it. I mean, why would you want to do that, right? So in a nutshell, well, I guess fortune favors those who are there first, and with this being one of the first of its kind, I think we can only see this going up. Now, think about what's been going on in the market with Bitcoin acting indomitably, terribly. We're seeing a massive rise out of Axie Infinity. So again, the big caveat, your investments are your responsibility. Although, if you picked up some Axie Infinity right now, I don't think you'd be in too much of a bad place over the coming weeks, months, years. So, blockheads, 2 sats. You see what I did there? 2 cents, 2 sats? Oh, sorry, so sorry. Well, right now, the market's in disarray with what Bitcoin's doing at the moment. We're coming into a massive consolidation, and it really is pushing it to the end. We're seeing so many fake outs, so much manipulation. We're seeing spiky rumors here, there, both FUD and also FOMO. So what to do? Well, honestly, once we see all these amazing projects coming in, sit and wait. Patience is the key to the game, and trading is just the impatient giving the patient money. As always, guys, please like and subscribe and leave any comments down below on anything you want us to cover. If you want us to deep dive into some of the coins that you guys have been hodl-waddling for the past 3 months since Bitcoin crashed, and you want to have a bit of an insight into where they may or may not go, hey, drop us a quick comment down below. Okay, guys, don't forget to like us also on... Like us? What am I, living in the 90s? Follow us on Instagram at BlockParty Trading. But also check us out at Telegram as well, where you can see our free channel, which has a whole ton of trading analysis, Bitcoin updates, and of course, a lot of news articles that are so super important. You can find us there at BlockParty Trading too. But of course, it doesn't end just there. We've got a whole premium side to our sector. which is found at www.blockpartytrading.com. And if you've got any questions about the premium side of trading, then please contact us on Telegram at bptadmin. Until then, guys, stay safe. Stay safe. Stay safe. Welcome to Use with Block. I'm Blockhead.